Most people think travel works one way. You go online, search a hotel, search a flight, compare prices, hope you found a good deal, and then you book. That is retail travel. That is the way most people have been trained to travel. But there is another model people do not talk about enough: private access, membership access, club access. And when you understand that model, it starts making a lot more sense. Look at Costco. Costco is not successful just because it sells groceries, TVs, paper towels, and rotisserie chickens. Plenty of stores sell those things. Costco became powerful because it created a membership model. You do not just walk into Costco as a random customer and shop like everybody else. You become a member. You pay a membership fee. That membership gives you access to pricing, products, deals, and an experience that non-members do not get the same way. That is what makes it different. It is not just about the product. It is about the access. And that is where people need to start thinking differently about travel. Because in travel, access matters too. Most people are still shopping for vacations like regular retail customers. They are jumping from website to website, chasing discounts, hoping they are not overpaying, and trying to figure everything out by themselves. That is exhausting. And honestly, it is not a real strategy. It is just hoping. But private travel clubs operate from a different idea. Instead of one person shopping alone, the club can create buying power through the strength of the group. And with some private travel clubs, there is another layer. With Costco, you pay your membership fee to get access. That is the deal. You pay, you shop, you save. And that can be a great model. But when a private travel club also has an optional business side, the membership can become more than just an expense. If someone decides to build the business and share the club with others, they can potentially get to a point where their own membership is covered. That means they can still receive the benefits of the travel club, but through the business side, they may be able to offset or even eliminate their own membership costs. That is a major difference. Most memberships are just bills. You pay every month and that money is gone. Gym membership, streaming membership, wholesale club membership, travel subscriptions. But when a private travel club has a business side attached to it, the membership can become connected to an income-producing activity. Now, you're not just paying for access. You are building something around the access. You can use the travel club as a member. Or if you are serious, you can share it as a business and work toward having your membership covered while still keeping access to the travel benefits. That is a smarter model, because the goal should not just be to save money on travel. The goal should be to create a system that helps you travel more, access more, and possibly reduce what it costs you to stay plugged in. And buying power matters. When one person goes online looking for one room, they have almost no leverage. When 10 people need 10 rooms, that is a little better. But when a private travel club can approach a resort, hotel, or travel partner and say, "We can potentially fill 100 rooms," that changes the conversation. Now, you are not just some random customer searching for a discount. You are bringing volume. You are bringing a group. You are bringing predictable business. That gives the club more negotiating power. That is how better pricing, better options, and better experiences can become possible. I have seen this in real life. When we travel as a group, we are not always talking about one or two people going somewhere by themselves. We have had trips where we brought 6 people. We have had trips where we brought 20, 30, 40, even up to 70 people to a resort. That changes the energy of the trip. It also changes the business conversation. Because now the resort is not just dealing with one random traveler booking one room. They are dealing with a group. They are dealing with volume. They are dealing with people who may come back, refer others, post about the experience, and build momentum around future trips. That is the piece most people miss. Group travel gives you leverage. A private travel club gives that leverage a structure. Instead of everybody being scattered, trying to book their own thing, the club can bring people together around trips, timing, destinations, and access. This is the same reason big membership companies can create value. They are not negotiating from the position of one person. They are negotiating from the position of a member base. That is the power of collective access. Most people shop for travel as individuals. Private travel clubs can move differently because they can represent a group. And in business, volume talks. A hotel would rather know it can fill 100 rooms than hope 10 random people show up one at a time. That is why membership matters. That is why community matters. That is why access matters. Because travel is not just about price. It is about access, timing, community, consistency, and having a system. Costco proved something important. People will pay for a membership when they believe the membership gives them more value than they could get on their own. That same concept applies to travel. If you can pay into a private club and get access to savings, trips, experiences, and a travel-minded community, that can be better than staying stuck in the regular retail travel world. And let's be honest, most people say they want to travel more, but they do not have a travel system. They have a wish list. They have screenshots. They have one-day conversations. They have excuses, but they do not have a structure that keeps travel in front of them. A private travel club changes the mindset. It says travel is not something you squeeze in after life beats you down. Travel becomes part of the plan. You are around people who are going places. You see trips being planned. You see people using the membership. You start thinking differently. And that is powerful because most people do not need another travel website. They need a better travel system. They need access. They need community. They need a reason to stop putting everything off. That is why I believe private travel clubs are the future for people who want to travel more. Not because everybody needs to become a travel agent. Not because everybody wants to build a travel business. But because the old way of travel is limited. Retail travel keeps you searching. Private access gives you a smarter lane. And just like Costco changed how people shop, private travel clubs can change how people think about vacations. The question is simple. Are you going to keep shopping for travel like everybody else? Or are you going to start looking for better access?